Okay, so PBC offers Canelo Alvarez a 3-fight deal, including Charlo Benavidez and Caleb Plant. And the popular opinion is Canelo shouldn't take the deal because he's a free agent. He wants to be free. He don't want to be tied up in no multi-fight deal. Well, this is my response to that. We're talking about a guy who was just in a multi-fight deal earlier this year to fight Avni Yildirim and Billy Joe Saunders. And he signed to Matchroom to carry out that deal. If y'all want to see it, here you go. This came right from the Matchroom website. Canelo inked a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn. Part 1 of the agreement saw Canelo destroy mandatory challenger Avni Yildirim, and part 2 of the deal was the Billy Joe fight. So the deal is over. The deal is finished. But somehow, some way, we got Eddie Hearn sitting here negotiating the Caleb Plant fight after the 2-fight deal is done. So what the fuck is going on? If Canelo really a free agent, why the fuck is Eddie Hearn, big head ass, negotiating a fight with Caleb Plant right now? And I think I've come to the conclusion that Canelo done already re-signed with Matchroom after the Billy Joe fight. He's supposed to be a free agent right now. That's what he's pretending he is. But somehow you got this promoter representing you. If you really a free agent, you don't got a promoter representing you. You don't got a network that you trying to stick to. But that ain't what it sound like to me. Listen to this video.
I'm getting a little pessimistic before you get out of here about Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez, only because I'm starting to see this Beterbiev light heavyweight thing on social media, and people are talking about it. Like, the backup plan seems like it's starting to become the first plan. Or am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong. It's definitely our plan A is Caleb Plant. You know, we've made the team an offer.
Look, Eddie Hearn already lying. I done already caught the body language of his fucking lie. You see he starts scratching his lip and look up in the air?
The first plan. Or am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong. It's definitely...
You see that shit right there? That, scratching the lip, looking up in the air? That's signs of a fucking liar. You can bet that this Caleb Plant fight ain't happening and that 3-fight deal is not getting signed by Canelo.
Our plan A is Caleb Plant. You know, we've made the team an offer. They've been back talking about, you know, I think it's...
Now, did you hear that? Eddie Hearn just said we've made Caleb Plant's team an offer. Now, who the fuck is we? If Caleb Plant, if Canelo is actually a free agent, then there should be no we. So we is Matchroom and Canelo. He basically just told us Canelo is with Matchroom still after this 2-fight deal.
As I've said to you all along, that side would want to do the fight on Fox. You know, our offer is to do the fight on DAZN.
Now you hear that? Our offer is to do the fight on DAZN. So Canelo is making an offer to Plant through DAZN and Eddie Hearn. He's not making this offer as a free agent. DAZN and Eddie Hearn is representing him. It's not hard to figure out. But he's fooling the public, got us thinking that he can take any fight he wants right now with any network and fight on any network. Like, the network shouldn't be a problem. And Eddie Hearn just literally told all of us that that's the problem. He just said they will want it on Fox and we want it on DAZN. And we has to be Canelo, Eddie Hearn, and DAZN. So they obviously working as a fucking collective. This ain't just a Canelo Alvarez decision when it comes to him turning down a 3-fight deal. This is a Canelo, DAZN, and Eddie Hearn decision. Canelo ain't no fucking free agent. He got you niggas fooled, man. And he about to duck all 3 of them fighters that's on that deal, and that's a nice deal. And you gonna get pay-per-view revenue on all 3 of them fights. He gonna pass that up? to fight part 2 of his fucking Euro tour. We done seen you just take out 3 Europeans, bro. We good on that. Fight these American fighters.
I think that certainly if that fight is not made this week, then that fight will not be happening in September. And the reason that we talk about Bivol and Beterbiev, because that's who he's going to fight if he don't fight Caleb Plant. So,
see, he basically telling y'all, look, he's not fighting Caleb Plant. I'm telling you that right fucking now. So he just basically told y'all who he gonna fight. Bivol, Beterbiev, and whoever else he said. The Plant fight ain't happening, y'all. So he said, if that fight don't happen, he fighting Bivol and Beterbiev. There's your answer. So y'all ain't gotta be wondering what's about to happen with the Plant fight for the next week. I'm telling you right now, this shit ain't happening. Because Eddie Hearn want that fight to be on the zone for whatever reason. Even though Canelo's supposed to be a network free agent, so it shouldn't matter where the fight happened. Canelo is full of shit, bro.
We've made the message quite simple to those guys, which is just, we want an offer. If you want us to do that fight on Fox, we want an offer to do that fight, just that fight.
You see, he keeps saying we. Who is we, bruh? He's spilling the beans right now. We is Canelo, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and the Zone all together. It's a collective. Talking about some we. And y'all said that's the problem with boxing, right? Canelo is letting the promoter get in the way of Undisputed. And y'all should be blaming Canelo for this shit because he got the freedom to be a free agent right now. But he choosing to let Eddie Hearn pull the fucking strings. So for all you motherfuckers defending this shit and defending him turning down that deal, when we just heard Eddie Hearn say the problem is they want the fight on the zone, and Canelo is obviously involved in this decision, then y'all better hold that motherfucker feet to the fire, man. Keep that same energy.
And that will be considered, and we have no problem doing that. But we are running low on time now. And, whilst Canelo is knocking in birdies and winning every golf tournament across America, sooner or later, like today, he's going to go back into camp in San Diego and say, right, who am I fighting? And we're going to say, well, this is where we're up to with this, and these other options already.
Look, oh my God, bro. He done said it like 4 times. Here we go again. He said Canelo is going to ask us, who am I fighting? So Canelo's got to ask Eddie Hearn who he's fighting. Canelo don't control his own fucking career. Eddie Hearn gave the truth to y'all in like 4 or 5 ways already in this short 1:30 seconds into this interview. We don't even got to finish the interview. He just told you who Canelo answered to. Canelo answers to Eddie Hearn. When it's time for Canelo to fight, Canelo comes to Eddie Hearn and asks, who am I fighting? Does that sound like a man who's picking his own fights, or sound like somebody who's getting protected and letting his promoters pull the fucking strings for him? And that's the exact opposite of what he told us he wanted to do. He said, I don't want no promoter pulling the strings or whatever. That's why I left Oscar De La Hoya. But no, you just a snake. You left Oscar De La Hoya to let a different man pull the strings. So we ain't in no better situation than we was when you was with Golden Boy. You went from one promoter to another promoter just because the new promoter will probably protect you better. Because Eddie Hearn known for protecting his fighters, so. And his fans gonna protect him. He got all the protection in the world. Let him ride away and fight Europeans for the rest of his career. Fuck him.